Hola chismosos and chismosas. This is Esmeralda and welcome to the Chisme Thread. Today we have Ruth. Obviously she's an all-star by now. If you don't know who she is by now, you're a loser. She's a therapist in the making. My twin, so that means she's a baddie, obviously. And we're always right.
Always.
Always.
Every time.
Our hot takes are the only takes.
I know that's right.
But yes, so today we're gonna do a Uno reverse. She's gonna read me a couple stories. Finally, I'm on the other side.
I know, I'm excited.
I've been waiting for this day.
I know. I asked her, I was like, "Well, would you ever let me read some stories too?"
Yeah, and I was like, "Yes, Queen, I've been waiting." Obviously, since my other favorite podcasts aren't asking me on yet, I was like, "Yes, read it to me." So she's gonna read 2 to 3 stories we don't know yet, and then I'll take over again. So I'm excited to be in the other seat. Okay.
Hopefully you don't hate the stories I chose.
No, I mean we have similar senses of humor, so I feel like your stories would probably be something similar to what I read. So whenever you're ready, Ruth, I'm ready.
Okay, I'm ready. This one is the funny one or the one that I thought was funny. So I haven't read the whole thing. I kind of skimmed it. Okay, it's today I fucked up by trying to be mysterious on a first date and ending up in a police report.
Low-key sounds like Tanya.
Literally, I was thinking that too when I read it. Oh my god, I'm cracking up. Okay, so this happened a month ago. My friends physically cringe when I tell this story in person, so I'm putting it on the internet instead. Met Elena through mutual friends. She's an interior designer, travel, reads books, has opinions about wine. I eat pasta 3 times a week and consider that a personality. My friend gave me advice. Be a little mysterious. Don't reveal everything at once. Women love mystery. I, a man with 0 mysteries and whose most interesting hobby is watching documentaries about bridge constructions, decided that this was excellent advice. We decided to meet outside a cafe at 7. I arrived 7:50, normal, but then I thought mysterious people don't stand by the entrance like a bouncer. Mysterious people appear. So I decided to wait around the corner and emerged when she texted. Elena texted at 7:01. I'm here. Where are you? I started walking out from the corner. And at the exact moment, a woman runs out of the building opposite and screams across the entire street. He's there. He's around the corner. I saw him. Turns out while I was standing around the corner looking mysterious, the neighbor decided I was casting the building, calling the police twice. I walked from around the corner directly into 2 police officers and Elena standing there with her mouth open. Explained the situation for about 15 minutes, one of the officers taking notes, the other trying not to laugh and visibly losing. The neighbor stood nearby watching me with absolute righteous fury. Elena said nothing. Then one officer asked, "So you were just waiting for a date?" "Yes." "Around the corner?" "Yes." "Trying to be mysterious?" Long pause. "Yes." The second officer laughed out loud in uniform on duty. We were let go. The neighbor goes home unsatisfied. Elena and I are standing on the sidewalk. She looks at me and says, "Well, you're definitely mysterious." We went into the cafe. I told her about bridge construction documentaries. She listened for 40 minutes and actually asked questions. 3rd date on Thursday. The neighbor still eyes me with suspicious every time I walk past. I nod at her. She does not nod back. I hope the officer who laughed is doing well. Tried to be mysterious, stood around a corner for 10 minutes, ended up in a police report, somehow got a 3rd date. Bridge documentary saved the evening. The neighbor will never forgive me.
First mistake you made was trying to be mysterious as a man. You can't be mysterious as a man.
Never.
Never. Because that's giving Joe from...
Yes. I would have been like, the same thing. Like, you can't do that. You can't do that.
You can't be sneaking up on me. Like, yeah. But that's funny.
Yeah.
I feel like that's something like Tanya would
That's
do.
what I was reading. I was like, this is literally Tanya.
Yeah. That's so funny. Yeah. And then just waiting around the corner, like...
I know, like, why didn't you wait in your car at least or something?
Yeah, like, I would have waited in my car, not around the corner, so I could just, like... It also reminds me of something, like, off Modern Family.
Oh, my God, yes. That is something that would happen in Modern Family. Who do you think it would happen to?
I feel like Cam would probably try to be
Yes.
try to be like mysterious and cool.
Dude, literally.
And he'll just like pop up like all whimsical.
That's literally, yeah, that's literally exactly what he would do. That's so funny. I was reading and I was like, just skimmed it, but I was cracking up. I was like, this is literally Tanya Core.
Yeah. And she'd be like, but I'm just a girl.
Literally.
In
She's like,
handcuffs.
"Who, me?" With the cops.
Right.
Imagine getting laughed at by the cops. Ah, that would be so embarrassing.
I'd rather get laughed at than beaten.
Yeah. And then top comment is, well, the next step is obvious. You didn't rob the building. The neighbor may know it, but the cops won't believe them. And then the comment after is, I hope one day your best man will tell this story at your wedding. Pro tip for the wedding, don't be mysterious.
Oh yeah, that'd be a cute wedding story.
That'd be funny. And then one of the other comments said, I think this actually worked in your favor. Your date got a free police issued background check on you there. They presumably ran through the system, determined you had no warrants or criminal history, and concluded you were just a dork, which in today's dating world counts as a green flag. That's true. OP, you sound like an adorable nerd. Don't lose that about yourself.
Yeah.
That's true. That's cute. And then one of the comments said, I hope you get married and have children. Let's hear Elena give them dating advice when they're teenagers, but warns them to not ask daddy. And she just drops mysterious into conversation 7 times. You'll get loads of good-natured roasting from them for the rest of your life. This is genuinely my dream for you. That's the story. That was funny.
Yeah, it was funny. It was like very lighthearted. You probably should have saved that for the end.
I should have.
I'm sure you got a juicy one.
I know. I have another one that I want to read. Let me pull it up
I'm
right
kidding.
now.
No, it was good. Yeah. Sorry, I was just like kind of thinking about my jalapeno Cheetos at home.
Be like that. Like I have a snack waiting.
I was like, I should have brought them.
No, I'm sorry you did it. Okay, this one is a bit of a longer one.
Okay.
This is r/Reddit advice. My 24 female boyfriend, 24 male, lied about his mom passing away.
Yeah, I can see a man doing that.
Yep.
If you don't know by now, I'm a man hater. Even though I've been married for like 11 years, I hate most men.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Can't fully trust them. Never, ever. Ever.
Especially white men.
Oh, God, no.
Yeah.
Okay, let me start. Okay. My boyfriend and I have been dating for about 6 to 7 years. We met when I was in high school and have dated ever since. We broke up briefly in high school, and that's when his mom passed away due to an emergency open heart surgery. I, not being a horrible person, immediately comforted him and was there for him after his mother's sudden death. He even posted on social media memorial posts for his mom. His friends all saw it on Snapchat and Instagram. He was devastated after her death and has been very sad every Mother's Day and October around her passing. Long story short, there has been lots of red flags and missing pieces surrounding his family. I was never brought around his father or was able to go over to his house. He didn't say he had a good relationship with his father after his mom passed. His dad drank heavily and would beat him and gamble all the money away. His older brother and I would, however, frequently go on vacation, but I thought it would be odd to bring up their mother who passed. He would talk about how his little brother, who was autistic, struggled so hard without her. I never questioned it. This brings me to today, when we were out at dinner. A table was next to us, and one of the people at the table recognized my boyfriend and got really excited to see him. He said, "This is X. He works over at insert restaurant," which I thought was weird considering my boyfriend has been unemployed. First red flag. That was my comment, my bad. Okay. However, I recognized the restaurant's name and it came up across my TikTok's For You page a couple months ago, and it said, "Somebody you may know." At the time, I sent a screenshot to my boyfriend and said, "Hey, do you know whose restaurant this is?" And he said, "Nope, never heard of it." I excused myself to the bathroom, and that's why I saw many articles talking about the restaurant and how him and his brother had opened it up a few months ago. I was speechless. Why would he lie to me about owning a restaurant? That's a huge accomplishment. Instead he pretended to be unemployed. I played it cool until we got to my house, which was extremely hard. until I once again got my thoughts together, and in the bathroom, I did further research and kept seeing his dead mom's name. I thought it was weird because the articles talked about her like she was alive. Then I googled her name and her obituary, and nothing came up. However, her current address, the same as his, and phone number popped up. I calmly confronted him, and he had nothing to say. His face went blank, and he awkwardly smiled and fiddled with his hands, which is something he's caught doing something, which he does when he's caught doing something. I didn't scream or freak out. I was trying to give him the calm opportunity to talk. He kept saying he needed time to think about what he was going to say. I asked, "Is your mom alive?" And he said, "Why would you ask that?" He didn't answer and left, despite being warned this was his only chance. He didn't think I would break up with him, as he said a few times, "I just need time and we aren't done."
Mm-hmm.
After he left, I called the number online that was his mom's. A kind woman answered, and I asked her name and if she was X's mom. She said yes. I said, "Oh, my name is, and I've been dating your son for 6 years. He told me you were dead. I'm sorry, I have to go, but he will be home soon," and hung up. I'm beyond sick to my stomach. My entire family, my mom, grandparents, aunts, uncles, stepmom, step-uncles, aunts, everyone loved him. My mom took him like he was her own after his mom passed, and to think that was all a lie. I feel like throwing up, and I'm so desperate for answers I'll never get. I do want to hear him out, but I don't know if it's all worth it because it's not like it will change anything. I just don't know how someone can lie about something like this.
Mm-hmm. First of all, why'd you hang up on the mom? Why didn't you get her side? I'm calling. I'm like, this your son? Okay, so where you been at the last 6 years? Because we've been dating.
Right.
That's crazy. Because the chismosa I want to know everything. Okay, is he seeing somebody else because he kept his mom a secret and his mom will tell about it? And they said that she owns a restaurant. He owns a restaurant.
Like, why would he lie about being unemployed? Why would
So
he
that
lie?
means like she's probably been covering a lot of like their
Mm-hmm.
bills and stuff. And if he does get money, like she doesn't question like where he gets it from. Girl, you're not asking enough questions for me.
Yeah, that's crazy work. Honestly, I feel like I have like experienced something similar to this. Like my ex, she lied that her mom died and that her mom was her stepmom, which I obviously was skeptical about it, but like I didn't question it too much because I'm like, I mean, why
Yeah,
would I
cause who
question?
lies about their mom being died?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I was like,
dead.
oh, like at first, like I genuinely believed it, but then the
Mhm.
longer we were together, I was like, that just don't add up. And then like her mom would talk about like being like pregnant with her. And whenever she mentioned that the first time, I was like, I literally looked at her and I was just like, are you dead ass right now? And then like
I can't control my face because I hate this ex.
yeah, and then she literally was like, she lied about like her mom being like her stepmom, and then I remember when I like told her mom about it, she was like, "What? Like I'm literally her mom? Like no." And then later on, like, cause we had broken up, and then when we got back together, she was like, "Yeah, like my dad told me that he lied about it, and that she really is my mom." Bitch, what? I'm sorry, I'm not. You know what I mean? I'm like, and then
Mhm.
also she lied that she had a dead brother when we were together,
Yeah.
and like she would like kind of like after like my like our sister passed, like she kind of would like be like, well, like I have a dead brother, like I know what that's like. This I'm like, and I remember I was literally like, you're really making this about you right now when you don't even have a fucking dead brother. You don't even have an older brother.
Yeah.
You don't have a dead brother. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I remember when I asked her mom about it, like, it was like I asked her like about everything all at once.
Mhm.
Her mom was like, no, she doesn't have a dead brother. She doesn't even have an older brother. Like, she doesn't have any older siblings.
I would say yeah. Wasn't she the oldest?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was the oldest, and her mom had her whenever she was
What's
like
her sign?
17. Huh?
What's her sign?
She a Leo.
Mm.
She was born in July.
Yeah, Leos be lying. That's why they're lions, because they be lying. Every Leo I know is a liar.
I don't know why. Like, I'm just like, why? Like, why is that something you want to lie about? Like
And I
having
feel
a dead
like
brother.
I know because we have two siblings that are Leos, and they just be lying for no reason. Just be capping,
Mm-hmm.
cap. And then I have a lot of Leos in my life, or I used to. So I had like a couple friends that I am not friends with no more. They just be lying about stupid stuff, and I'd be like,
I just don't understand the point of lying.
just for attention, because Leos are
Right.
attention whores, to be honest.
They really are.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, that's a crazy thing to lie about.
It is like, especially like knowing like what you've been through, and she knew
Yeah.
that we actually did lose a sister, and then now you're talking about and then just like me knowing the whole history of them, it's just like all the lies that she told. Like it be
When I tell you
the
this,
stupidest shit.
when I tell you this person, like my ex, literally lied about being related to Morgan Wallen. I was like, if you're related to Morgan Wallen, why are
You
you
know,
poor?
it is funny because people used to ask me if I was related to Selena in high school, and I didn't correct them. I was like,
That's funny.
yes.
That's so
Because,
funny.
like, our last name is Perez. They was
Mhm.
like, were you related to Selena, like the singer? I was like, yeah, Chris is my cousin.
I'm dead.
But that's different. People ask me.
Yeah, she didn't come up with it.
And it didn't make me any more popular.
I
I was,
know.
but,
I don't know why this bitch would always lie about everybody dying. Everybody was dying. Like her grandma died too. Her grandma that was in Italy died, and then whenever I broke up with her,
they
she
probably
was
not even
like,
from Italy.
"They aren't. They aren't." When I asked her mom about it, she was like, "She's not. We don't have any family that's Italian." Like, she like said that like her grandma from her dad's side like died in
Hmm.
Italy, and then she tried to blame me for it, like because like I had broken up with her, and she's like I stayed here in KC for you, like I didn't get to go to my own grandma's funeral because I was trying to fix things with you and this and that. I was like, you don't have a fucking dead grandma in Italy. And if you're watching this, you don't have a fucking dead grandma in
Because she do be
Italy.
watching. Fuck you, Brennan.
Literally, I'm like, little podcast is crazy work.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Because follower count is only going up, baby.
Period.
But yeah, I don't understand why she wouldn't ask the mom more questions. If you're gonna call her and say that, I feel like a
Yeah.
conversation is deserved to be had, because you don't just drop a bomb like that on his mom, because who knows if his mom is in on it. Most likely she's not. And for you to just be like, well, he hasn't claimed you and he says you're dead, like that would be hurtful
Yeah.
as a mom to hear that my son is telling people that I'm dead.
Yeah, I'm like, ugh. Like
I'm
honestly,
like,
I'd be scared. Like, are you gonna kill me?
yeah. So
Are
I
you gonna
think
make it happen?
so. And she said she broke up with him after that.
She didn't. She oh no. She said she just like confronted him, and he like said he like was trying to come up with like an answer for her, and then like they just left it at that. But I don't think she
Not
broke.
that he admitted that trying to come up with an answer.
I know. I'm
Like,
like, he's literally trying to bullshit you in your face, and you're letting it happen. And look, I
yeah.
was there once too, girl. But
I
you
don't. I
gotta.
mean, for me, it would be a wrap. But y'all were in a relationship for 6 years. I would need to know like his reasons. Like maybe he was trying to test her to see like if he was trying to test her to see if like she was like loyal because he owns a restaurant. Maybe he's rich. But then that would piss me off because you
Yeah.
just was unemployed for the last 6 years.
Yeah. I'm like, I guess like the only way that I could understand like their reasoning, like his reasoning is like, if like he had such a horrible relationship with his mom that he's like, to
Yeah.
me she's dead. Like that's the only reason I could really think of. Other than that's like,
Hmm.
why for these past 6 years would you lie to me telling me that you have a dead mom? Like that's insane. Um, and the way you found out too is like he was never gonna tell you. Like he was never gonna tell you. That's insane.
Yeah, I guess that would be like the same too as if he had a bad relationship. I was gonna say that,
Yeah.
but what did the comments say?
A top comment said, "I would cut and run, and not entertain any conversation with someone you've dated for 6 years, who has lied about such a massive thing as
Hmm.
this. One, you cannot trust him ever.
Hmm.
Two, someone caught up in a lie this massive could become violent during a discussion because it will likely get emotional and heated. Three, it doesn't matter what he says because he lies and he's comfortable lying. He's not going
Hmm.
to tell you the whole truth now. He's going to lie about it and the why. Four, you already know enough to know that you cannot and should not ever trust him." And then OP replied, "Everything you said is true. I just needed to hear it. I keep trying to rationalize, but there isn't anything to rationalize. Thank you."
Hmm.
And then the next comment is, "Holy cow, that's a lot to digest. Honestly, I don't think there's a right path to take here to get your answers. I'd shift your focus on yourself, figure out what you really need to be okay right now.
Hmm.
Hopefully, the more silence and Hopefully, the more silence and time he gets to think, the more ready he will be to talk. But honestly, do you really need to know the answers? Would any answer fix this or change anything? No. In the end, he lied about crazy stuff. Trust will be non-existent with him, and that's just not something anyone would choose from the outside.
Yeah.
I take this as a sign that he's mental, and the universe is trying to get you into a different path in life. And then OP replied, "You're absolutely right. I have to stay strong. I cannot go back to someone like that. If this was my best friend, I would scream to run for the hills." When I told my best friend and her mom, every single one of them was speechless and had their mouth dropped. I broke with anxiety already, but honestly, the way you broke it down really helped, and I just have to focus on what I need right now to get through this. Thank you for taking the time to reply.
Yeah.
That was.
I think you have your answer. I mean, he's taking time to make up a reason. He should have gave you the reason right then and there.
Right.
So,
If there was a valid reason, which there isn't.
yeah. Unless he has trauma to process, like we said, like he has a horrible relationship and maybe he's trying to put that into words. But
Yeah.
for the most part, I think he could have, to me, if he didn't give me that answer right away, I would think he was lying. So,
Yeah, and like even besides that, like let's not skip over the fact that he also lied about being like employed. Like we already talked about it, but I'm like that's just also like it's just lies on top of lies, and it's like that's not someone that you can trust. Like if they're lying literally about such huge things like their mom dying, and then owning a fucking restaurant, like there's no going back. Like there's no rebuilding that trust. Can I have you choose between two stories?
yeah.
Okay, so. So the first option is years ago, I, 38 male, had a 1 week fling with my girlfriend's 29 female sister, 35 female, and she doesn't know about it. Will everything blow up if I tell her? Or am I the asshole for telling my coworker you're just offended because you're flat after she said that a customer looks like a stripper for wearing a sports bra?
Do the sister one.
Yeah, I figured. It says, sorry about the mistakes in English in advance, guys. I've started dating my girlfriend last December, and I really like her, and I love her. Last weekend, I was invited to a barbecue on her parents' house and met the whole family, and amongst them, her sister. When I saw pictures of them both on Instagram, I didn't recognize her because she's changed her hairstyle completely and dresses very differently, but once I met her in person, I identified her. In 2012, I won a prize at work consisting of a whole week vacation in a touristic place, and I met her in a hotel, and we connected extremely well on a physical and intimate level and had a great vibe the whole week. Basically, going to the beach, going out at nights, and having sex for 6 days. We kept in contact for time through Facebook, but later on, she deleted her profile and we stopped interacting completely maybe in 2014 or so. When my girlfriend was introducing us, I almost froze for a moment. I could see in her eyes that she also noticed and stuttered a bit, but we both acted like we never met before the whole day. I could see her glancing at me a few times, and I have absolutely no doubts it's her. Same name, same voice, same smile, same tattoo. Must I tell my girlfriend about this? I mean, if I was her, I would think I would have wanted to know something like this because it's not like a lonely kiss when we were in high school. But I also think it might hurt her to know, and it may have hurt her, and that's what I fear the most. I've talked to my best friend about it, and he says I should never tell her, but should I also talk to her sister?
Yeah, you have to tell her. Yeah. To me, that's a no-brainer. Yeah. I'd want to know if my sibling messed with somebody that I talk to.
Yeah.
For me, that would be the end of it because like we talked about it before. I could not mess with somebody that my sibling messed with, but it's still good to know. I mean, I wouldn't be angry about it or mad about it because it was
It
so
wasn't
long ago.
intentional. It wasn't
Yeah,
intentional.
and it wasn't intentional because her sister deleted her Facebook, so like there was like no connection with each other on Facebook to where he could really tell. And like you said, like she looks different now than when they were talking, and it was so, like I said, it was so long ago. Like I wouldn't be upset, but also regardless, like I wouldn't be able to be with you because you've been with my intimate with my sister.
Just the knowing of that.
Yeah, just like the knowing of it, I couldn't be intimate with you any longer. Like it would make me want to throw up.
Yeah, like I feel like I would just imagine like my sister and you the whole time. Like that's not something I
Yeah.
want to picture. That's not something I want to imagine.
Yeah, same. So I would tell her just because like you wait until like y'all married or like y'all have kids or some like long down the line, it's gonna be worse. And it will turn to where she gets angry or something like that.
Yeah, I think that the sooner you tell her, the better, because it's not going to be like you've been keeping this from her
Yeah.
purposely. But now that you know, it's like now you're actually keeping this from her
Yeah.
knowingly.
And there's some people who are okay with that. So like she might be one of those who is okay
It
with
might
it.
be okay, you know, who knows? But I think that being honest about it is important. And also, like, I don't, like, what if her sister tells her, which I would hope so, you know, like, then she's going to be like, well, my sister told me this, like, why wouldn't you have came to me as well?
Yeah.
Or, like, if, like, why would you continue lying about this, you know?
Honesty is always key. Yeah, because, like, have you seen, like, I mean, the whole Kardashian family is kind of, it is, they are weird, but, like, Khloe recently did an interview, like, it wasn't recent, but it's not too long ago, where she was just like, would you date one of your sister's exes? And she was just like, if it was a long time ago, yeah. Because she's like, the dating pool now is just so, like, small, like,
Okay, I'll be single forever.
I'm like, there's so many people, like, you don't have to date someone. Well, maybe she's thinking, like, the rich dating pool, but, like, there's so many people, like, no, I would never. But they've all dated each other's exes, which is weird. I mean, like, but if you can get past that, you can get past that. But for me, it's a nah. Because I would just think about you and my sibling. So.
I think it's important for him to tell her.
Yeah.
Let me read one of the comments, the top comment, before I get into the update. Okay. It says, do not go to her sister. Absolutely not. You tell her directly. Like you said, it was 14 years ago. Open with the, hi, we need to talk, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I recognize your sister. 14 years ago, we had a bit of a fling just for a week. We stayed in contact until 2014. And I haven't heard or thought of her since until seeing her when I met your family. It was really a long time ago, but I wanted to tell you just to be honest and not hold something from you. Your friend is an idiot. You have to tell her. Otherwise, you are a liar. And for all you know, her sister could have already told her, and now she's waiting for you to do the same. Do not, under any circumstances, reach out to her sister. That could be the worst thing you could possibly do. I have 3 sisters myself and a brother. If I were in her shoes, I would 1,000,000% tell my siblings right away. And if their boyfriend reached out to have a secret convo with me on the topic, oh, my sibling is getting told, and I would tell them to not trust this man who tried to work things out behind their back. You and her sister aren't close friends. You don't know each other. It would be so weird and inappropriate and gross to reach out to her. Please do not tell her. Please do not do that. Tell her right away, unless you want to get dumped or divorced, because no healthy and long-lasting relationships are built on lying or withholding information pertaining to sleeping with their siblings. LOL. I agree. I think that their friend is also dumb for saying to not say anything. Like, if my friend came to me with that, I'd be like, you have to be honest or break up. But, like, you can't just break up with that. Because then it's like, yeah, I would just be honest. I think being honest is just, like, the only option, really.
Yeah.
Like, even if you just break up because of it without saying it.
Sooner or later, the truth's going to come out, and it's
Yeah.
going to be worse if the truth comes out later rather than sooner. So, honesty is the only way to go here. And it's not scandalous, so, like I said, I wouldn't even be mad. I would just be like, well, because I wouldn't be able to move past it. I'd be like, well, you know, this is the end of the road for us.
Yeah. Okay. Now on to the update. Today I had lunch with my girlfriend and gathered the courage to tell her that me and her sister back in the day, I feared that, and some people wisely pointed out maybe her sister had already told her, hey, I've met with that guy a few years ago and had something with him. He didn't tell you about it, but it turns out her sister didn't tell her anything. I try to just state what happened back in 2012 in the most factual and brief way possible, and that even if she had a couple pictures with her sister on Instagram, I didn't recognize her before the meeting in person the other day, and she, thank God, believed me. But also, I could see how it progressively was affecting her, and she ended up crying about the fact that even if it happened, and about the fact that it even happened, and it completely broke my heart and made me feel extremely guilty. I know I'm doing the right thing, not hiding stuff, but of course, I understand that. But I'm so devastated still over the fact that I'm hurting her so much. Well, she was embarrassed to be crying and wanted to leave the place, so I paid and picked up the coffee to go, and we went to the harbor and sat there and talked in a more solitary place. She started asking a lot of questions about very specific things and how many times how it was, if I enjoyed it, if I felt something for her after that week, how many times we messaged each other, if the sex was better with her, and many more things that took me by surprise because I thought that maybe she would want to know the least possible. And I know I did wrong, but I lied and told her I don't really remember that much about those days and that a few days I didn't really mean anything in my life. That that I don't feel and never felt anything for her sister. This is the absolute truth. And that it was just a vacation thing that lasted those days, etc. She seemed worried about the emotional attachment and I have none. And I'm more certain her sister will tell her the same. I don't know. I felt like a moron and I hurt her even if it wasn't intentional. Like anything I say and do would be a mistake. Turns out that to make things worse, the last 2 years, they weren't having a great relationship since her sister divorced and moved back to their parents' house. And after, my girlfriend feels her sister is manipulating their father against her, so this kind of hit like a terrible blow. And she says her sister possibly expected me to not tell her, so she could keep this info to throw it at her some point during a fight or anything. I don't really know her sister, so I don't know, but sounds like a very resentful and complicated person to deal with, at least at the moment. It's just so unfair overall. And again, I don't want to make this about me, but I feel like the villain. She said that she will eventually talk to her sister, but not today because she's too upset. But I think that it is a good decision. As I was typing this at the office, I talked to her again on the phone, and she said she's gonna stay at my apartment today. And she said she's gonna stay at my apartment tonight, and I'm glad she accepted. So I'm gonna leave the office early, prepare some nice food for her, and talk to her a bit. Any advice is absolutely welcome, and thank you sincerely to the people that guided me here.
Yeah, well, that's good that he talked to her, but I don't. I'm with him. It's just like I don't understand people who ask that many questions about your sexual partners, your past sexual partners, because I'm just like, there's no point to this. You don't need to know how it was for me, if it was good. I can maybe see if you can ask like who was better, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because I'm not with them. I'm with you. Um. So. Yeah. And maybe it's just like I don't know if it's me being mature or me being self conscious. I don't want to know. Like I don't want to know if that person was better than me. I don't want to know like unless you just tell me that I'm the best. Then like I don't want to know because I don't need you to hurt my feelings. And I wouldn't
Literally,
be able
I'm not
to.
gonna ask a question that I
Yeah.
don't want the answer to. I don't want the answer.
Like cause if for some reason you say I'm not the best, then like
I'm gonna shoot you.
yeah, we wouldn't be able to move past it, and I would never I would never have sex with you again. But yeah, and I think it sucks that him and her and the sister just aren't really on good terms anyway, so it does make it harder. And if her sister was like going to wait until like they got into an argument, that's really shitty. Like as sisters who are all close with each other, um, that sucks. That it's like
Like
that.
I can't imagine like doing that to anyone, let alone my sister. Like throwing it in my face, like, yeah, I slept with your man. Actually, like that's really a shitty thing to do. But no, I think that he did the right thing by telling her the truth, and I think that she handled it really well.
Yeah.
Like, cause even though like it hurt to hear and it was like emotional and hard, I think that she was very mature about it and very like at least she like wasn't blaming him or upset with him for it because truthfully he didn't know. So he's, I mean, it was just unfortunate situation.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully they can move past it, but the way that she's acting, I don't know if they will, because
Yeah.
I have a feeling that it's gonna keep
Bothering her.
and she seems to be insecure about, maybe because there's always kind of, I feel like when you like grow up with sisters, it's natural. Well, it's not natural, but naturally, like I feel like this happens, especially like in Hispanic households, is that you get compared to your sisters
A
or
lot.
sister a lot, especially if it's just like two of you guys. Like I said before, like we grew up in separate households, so like it was just like me and Crystal in my mom's house, and because she was the more how do you say it, like um I'm trying to think of the right word to say, like she was the person that people found like more aesthetically pleasing, because she was naturally skinny and just in their eyes prettier. They would compare me to her a lot. They were like, well, why don't you look like her, or why don't you talk like her, or why don't you, why can't you get smaller like her, and it's not Crystal's fault, but it happens a lot, and it creates a little bit of animosity, because like the person that you're getting compared to, you're upset about it, and you're like, I don't want to be keep being compared to her. Like, it's not my fault I'm like this, or it's not my fault that you don't think I'm as pretty as her, or that my body grows differently than her. And then you create a little bit of a resentment towards that person. Like in my teenage years, um, even though me and my sister were close, like I I would be a little bit resentful of how like how people would compare us. Like not necessarily of her, but just how like
People perceived you
yeah,
guys.
people perceived us, and and then like you could just see that, like maybe if you knew the backstory you could tell, but like you could just see that how insecure I was because of the way that people would talk about me in comparison to her. So
Yeah. And I mean, like, I feel like that's something that like I relate to as well, like with
mhm.
Tanya, because I feel like growing up, like her and I were also compared a lot.
Mhm.
Even though we're like literally 5 years apart, that was still something that like a lot of
Yeah,
people
that's what I'm
like
saying.
would
Like, it
do.
doesn't matter like the age difference, like especially in Latino families.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, like she was definitely like how like you said, like the more
To
like the people just
them,
gravitated
yeah.
like more towards her and like thought she was prettier and like just better in like a lot of aspects, like in like school and like
Mhm.
sports, or because she did like soccer, the only sport she did, but um and
Even
like
though we got a cross
and
country
being
champion right here.
period, and then like with like her doing art and fashion, and then
Mhm.
like just like a lot of things, like people would like compare me a lot to her.
Mhm.
And um it's definitely like kind of like one of the reasons why like I also like have like used to feel like very insecure, like just feeling like constantly like compared to someone that's well, like why are you comparing me to her, like that's not who
Mhm.
I am, like that we're not comparable because we're not the same, like we
Yeah.
just have different interests, we're different people, we're not the same, you know.
Right.
And I think that was something that was really frustrating. And I
Mhm.
think that there was like one time that like someone like had said like, oh, like you're prettier than your sister, and Tanya was so mad, she was so offended.
Yeah, the
I
same
was
thing happened
like,
with me and my sister.
what? I was
Yeah.
like, now imagine how I feel whenever literally everybody in our life is constantly telling me that like you're prettier than me and like you're better than me, like.
Mhm.
And she's
Yeah.
like, oh, I never realized. I'm like,
Of
because you're the
course you
one that's being
didn't.
complimented.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what to say, but
But
yeah.
yeah, but all that to say is just like maybe she was the one who was people were comparing her to her sister. So like
I think that
I
she's younger too. Let me check.
yeah, and I can understand her reaction, even though it's not a reaction that I would have, because I wouldn't want to know those things. If I'm gonna stay with you, I wouldn't want to know those things.
Yeah.
Um, and it would be it's hard for anybody to work past that. So
Yeah. And she is the younger sister. She's 29 and her sister's
so
35.
I'm
So,
sure it's usually the
yeah.
older sister that is being called like the prettier one, or the one that people kind of gravitate to. So yeah, I can understand her struggle. But if she's gonna stay with you, then she's gonna have to get over
Yeah.
that stuff and not really.
Yeah, not bring it up
But
and
I
like
couldn't
throw it
even
in your face.
imagine her as an older sister being like, "Yeah, I fucked your man." Like, ugh.
I would feel more so disgusted than anything.
Yeah,
Like,
I would never bring it. Like, I would bring it up, but I like would never talk about it again.
mm. Top comment says, continue your relationship, make her feel loved, cook for her, or care more about the present than the past. If she asks you too much, tell her you told her the truth because you are an honest person, but that's in your past. Talk to her about the future, make plans, travel somewhere new for you both. The sister is not a part of your relationship. Good luck. You did the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then OP responded, thanks, mate. That's exactly the plan and the conclusion I reached while I was at the office earlier. If it turns out that she can deal with it and we can remain together after this, I'm going to make her happy.
Yeah.
And then the next comment says, delete this post, homie. You just admitted to lying up to her about not remembering. If you can lie about that, she'll believe you can lie about everything else. I get wanting to spare her feelings, but for crap's sake, take this off the internet. If she finds this post, there's no way forward. And then another comment said, and delete the unforgettable week part in the original post. Oh my god. And he never responded to that one, but and then another comment said, no, because imagine being the girlfriend and reading about how your boyfriend had 1 week of sex with your sister and how well they got along and how unforgettable it was. Yeah, because in the original post, he was talking about it was like an unforgettable week, how they had sex like every day and like.
If he's on vacation, he probably might have been drunk too, so he probably just really don't.
Yeah. Because it's like, it's on vacation. Everything's better when you're on vacation. And then one of the other comments said, everybody's just talking about like how he put unforgettable. One of the comments said, dog, unforgettable, those are words to describe the experience. Say that to a stranger, believe that part out to her. I get why, but yo, that's intense. This is gonna be a very messed up experience you'll be putting everyone involved through if you're adamant about staying.
I mean, I feel like him saying it's unforgettable is okay. If he wants to keep the post up, and backtrack a little bit.
Yeah.
But he should have just told her that, though, if that's how it was.
Yeah. I think that would hurt to hear, like, my boyfriend being like, yeah, like, posting, like, on Reddit. Like, yeah, like, my girlfriend, like, I had, like, a whole unforgettable week with her sister before I'd like, no way you posted that shit. Like,
I mean, the good thing is it's anonymous, but they would only know. But also, like, I can understand, as someone who reads Reddit, like, I can understand going to Reddit because sometimes you can't talk to people about.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
But the unforgettable is a little crazy. Like, I would say, like, I can see why he would write it, but it would hurt to hear, like, and to read. Like, if she was to find the post, because it's very obvious that, like, if you're reading this, you'd be like, that's my situation. Like, there's no, like,
it's obvious to know your situation. I just pray to God I never have a situation on Reddit.
Yeah, but those are the 3 stories I chose.
So how does it feel to be on the other side?
I liked it. It was fun. I feel like I want to do more often.
Okay. Well, yeah, we can do it more often.
How do you feel being on the other side, like the listener?
I feel it's hard to like pay attention.
Yeah.
Like I was like getting it, but there, like when you read something, you're able to get like more details.
Yeah, because you're reading
like,
it.
You're reading it, yeah. So I'm just like I'm trying to lock in. Y'all know
Yeah,
we are ADHD
like
family.
It'd be like that.
So I'm just like trying to lock in, and then even though I have my things set to do not disturb, but like your favorite context, it'll still come through. And here's Xaviana freaking be like, bring me home a spray bottle. Okay, that can wait, ma'am. Like.
I'm dead.
Oh. Yeah, I like it. Like I said, I like to be surprised too. So
yeah, did you like the stories?
Yeah, they were good. Yeah, the first one was really funny, like cutesy funny. That's why I feel like it would be like Tanya, because she like makes like little cute mistakes like that.
Yeah.
Even though like it can get annoying because it's so frequent.
Yes.
It's just like that story by itself is cutesy. So you would think
Yeah.
like, oh, like what's a cutesy
That's
moment?
what like Stormy always says. She's like, your sister's just so whimsical. Like
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
Like we just tease her, but she's just like, you're just so whimsical, Tanya. She's just like, you just
Tanya is the only way to describe her is Tanya.
Yeah, like you just gotta know her to know her.
Yeah, and then
you know her, you understand.
Hopefully you get an update on the second one. I want to know like what his mom said or what he said.
I have to keep it on a lookout for it.
Yeah. Okay. My turn now.
I'm excited to hear what stories you have for me.
Okay. My 24 male girlfriend, 22 female, and her sister, 20 female, are both pregnant with my children. Neither of them know about the other. I want to do the right thing.
Oh, fuck no. What the hell?
Keep it on the
You're literally
sibling
gonna have to
thing.
zoom into my face because literally I'm like,
Yeah.
how do they both, how, so, okay, just read.
Okay.
There's so many thoughts. I just need to hear them.
My girlfriend and her sister are both pregnant with my children. Neither of them know about the other. I want to do the right thing. Throwaway account because my brother and a few IRL friends know my username. I I have done a terrible, terrible thing. I have made a terrible, terrible mistake. I'm really not looking to be judged here, but I know
I'm
it's
judging.
going to come no matter what. I found out the same day about both of them being pregnant. I have been with my girlfriend for 2 years, and her sister and I hooked up about 3 weeks ago. It only happened once, and she told me that she was on birth control. Well, obviously not. My sis- my girlfriend and I have been trying, so I know it's mine. Her sister says hers is definitely mine because she hasn't been with anyone else in 2 months. I convinced my girlfriend to wait to tell people for a couple weeks, and her sister said that she's going to wait for me to tell my family. I need to come clean. I need both of them to know early on so I can sleep at night. I'm aware I'm going to be hated by their entire family and possibly all of our friends. I'm trying to do the
I
right
hope so.
thing if there even is an option. Any advice appreciated. The right thing would have been not to fuck her sister.
Yeah, I'm like, and
What?
also, how does her sister not know that you're her sister's man?
I think she knows. They said that
Because didn't the caption say that they both don't know about each other?
they both don't know
Okay,
that they're pregnant by the same guy, I think. Neither of them know about the other. So I'm assuming that
but if they're both saying that he's the dad, then I'm assuming that when he says they both don't know about each other, it's like they, she doesn't know that. Obviously, she doesn't know he's fucking her sister, but then the sister also doesn't know about her. I'm confused.
I'm assuming that they know that I'm assuming that the sister knows that he's with her sister, but
Okay.
they don't know that each other's pregnant by the same person.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay. That probably makes more sense. Okay.
I would have to assume because they've been together for 2 years. I would know if my sister was with somebody within 2 years.
Girl, she knows if I'm talking to someone within the first day.
Yeah.
Like, before it even starts, when I'm plotting on it. No.
The right thing, obviously, first and foremost, would have been not to fuck her sister.
Yep.
And the second right thing is just like you said, tell them right immediately.
Immediately. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think I could keep it. Like, I'm not, like, I just, either I'm
Popping that pill,
pregnant,
baby.
either I'm pregnant with my sister's boyfriend's child, or I'm pregnant with my boyfriend's child, but he cheated on me with my sister and got my either way, I'm not keeping it. I'm not dealing with it. And also, you're getting killed.
It just sucks because, like you said, they've been trying.
That makes it so much more sad. Like,
yeah,
like they've been,
the girlfriend, I would feel really bad for the girlfriend. Now the sister, she knew about her sister, which I don't see why she don't. Then she's a fucking bitch. But
no, I can't imagine it. Like, and just
I don't
being,
understand the concept of wanting to be with your sister's man.
like, I'm just like, I could think like, oh yeah, he's like okay looking, like he's not horrible, but I can never look and be like,
Yeah.
I wanna fuck that man, or like I think he's so like like I feel like it's weird. Like, just be like, oh, like he's not like he's all right for you,
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna be like, oh, I think your man is good looking.
I don't think
Like,
my
that's
sisters have
weird.
ever been with a man that I would say is attractive and in my eyes, but I can say like, oh, he's conventionally attractive, like
Yeah.
he's probably attractive for the world.
Yeah.
But even if they were somebody that I would think would be cute, it automatically shuts off in my brain
'Cause that's
that
your
he's
sister.
yeah, because that's my sister's man. I'm like, no,
I'm just like, ew. I'm like, that's just like her pet. That's just like not, like that. He's just kind of there, but like, I don't know. Like in my head, I'm like, that's just like, I don't know. He's just there with my sister. Like he's not even a person to me. Like he's just kind of there.
yeah,
Like that's just a
gross.
man. Like why would a man be there for real? But like, that's insane. You're actually a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like I hope that you can
Literally.
never have good peaceful sleep in your life. I hope that you feel guilty every single day. You have so much anxiety. Like, I hope that you, like, it hurts to breathe because you're fucked up. Actively trying to get pregnant with your girlfriend, and then you're gonna fuck. Also, on birth control, you guys didn't use condoms. You're fucking your sister's
Oh
sister.
yeah.
You're fucking your girlfriend's sister raw.
Raw.
That's okay. First of all, fucking like
People just really don't understand the impact of STIs.
I'm
Like,
terrified. Like, I'm like, no.
and that's the number. Like,
You better see that on my
obviously,
chart.
love is the main reason why I don't cheat. But the second and close to, I think they're on the same level, is love and STIs. Like,
Terrified. I'm like,
no. And then, like, obviously, if y'all trying, y'all fucking raw, what would be the need to cheat on her? Like, obviously, like, I feel like some people cheat because, like, they want to be able to go raw and shit like that. But,
right. I'm like, and also, like, birth control isn't 100%. I
yeah.
hate to break it to you, like, it's not. So, talking about, obviously, she's
Unfortunately.
lying. Like, no, you're the fucking liar here. Why are you talking
You
about,
obviously
oh,
need a
she's lying?
vasectomy. Like, and even that's not 100%.
Literally, I'm like, people.
Okay, top comment says, maybe sister told the girlfriend that you slept with her, and then they planned this
I was
fake
thinking
pregnancy
that. I was
to
literally thinking
scare
that. I was thinking that.
to scare you to get revenge on you
Because I was
before
like,
she
it's
dumped
weird
you.
that they both announced it the same day.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's suspicious.
Or maybe they really are both pregnant and you are fucked. So fucked, in fact, that you may get pregnant at the same time. I'm going to just upvote your post to increase the visibility for you to get feedback. I don't have any specific feedback other than come clean and deal with it. The next top comment says, "Well, for one, be honest. Make sure that they both know your GF hopefully will leave you. Maybe they will both get an abortion, or you might end up paying child support for both. For everyone hates you for the rest of your life." And then OP says, "I know she's gonna leave me. I've accepted that and begin to prepare silently. How could anyone stay? I don't think either will consider an abortion, but I'd be willing to help with the payments or any child support payments. 100% up to them." And then somebody else says, "This seems like they found out about each other and now are trying to out you. Make sure they're both pregnant before telling everyone. Buy the test and have them do it with you there. Plus 3 weeks seems uncommon." OP says, I've seen only my girlfriend's test. I've had this thought as well, but my girlfriend's sister already knew about us." Yeah, 3 weeks is a long time. But there is an update.
Okay.
3
They're
days.
plotting it together.
3 days after the original post. "I debated on whether or not to post this since on the original post I got bombarded with hate." Well, of course, you
Well,
dumbass. And threatening PMs, direct messages. So sorry that you got threatened. You shouldn't have gotten that, but you are a dumbass. However, a few people gave me some solid advice and helpful advice, so this update is for them. I posted last Friday afternoon. On Fridays, my girlfriend gets off work at 10 p.m. I told her sister to come over about 9:45 p.m. because we were going to tell her the truth. She agreed and I waited. The anxiety I felt was tremendous, but I just kept reminding myself that this is all my fault and nobody else but me made that mistake. When sister didn't arrive by 10, I knew something was up. My suspicions were confirmed when they walked in the house together by 10:15. They sat me down and explained the situation. Sister had come clean to the girlfriend, and after a brief quarrel and anger, they decided to fuck with me to see how long I would keep the secret for. Props to them because I was completely blindsided. Girlfriend, now ex-girlfriend, was very calm and has sister pack her bag to stay with her. I told her my friends and I would bring her belongings and furniture anywhere they need to. She told me that she didn't want me touching her stuff and she would be moved out when I get home from work on Monday. Too long didn't read. Neither were pregnant. They found out about me cheating and fuck with them. And I'm single now.
Yep.
Oh, so the girlfriend's not pregnant either.
Good for both of y'all for not
Yeah.
being pregnant.
I don't. It's weird that she's like on her sister's side.
Yeah, I would be fighting both of them.
Yeah, like I'll be mad at both of them. Like I'm not staying with that bitch either. But I mean, good for her for breaking it off. But I don't see how she's not mad at her sister too because her sister also betrayed her. So
Yeah, that's I think that I would, hot take, I think I would be more hurt by my sister doing that to me than a man doing that to me. Because I'm at the end of the day, a man is a man,
Yeah,
like,
a man's
you know. But
replaceable.
I'm like,
Yeah.
my sister, like, that shit would hurt, like, more than like any man cheating on me would. Like,
Mhm.
I think that's just like a different level of betrayal. Cause
Yeah.
I know not everyone's relationship with their sisters are the same, but I'm like, at least for us, like, we're all super close. Like, I'm just like, I just can't imagine doing that to you guys and you guys doing that to me.
Right. Yeah. I couldn't imagine doing that to my sister as well. It's just weird, and I would be. And if that did happen, I would be upset, and I wouldn't be talking to either one of you bitches.
Y'all would
Like,
both be blocked.
yeah. I don't know if that's something I could recover from, but I'm glad she dumped you.
Yeah, Loki, I would have been like, I'm gonna get an abortion, and it made him pay up for it. Make me like, give me the money for it, and then you just get free money.
True.
That's what I would have done.
Um, top comment says, surprise your ex isn't mad at her sister for fucking you. Yep. Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh, OP says they were briefly, but sibling love is different than romantic love, so it's easier to forgive her.
I don't know about that. I feel like it's the opposite for me. Not necessarily the opposite. It's just different.
Next comment says, well, good news for you. You save 40% of your income on 2 baby mamas. Use a condom, dumbass. Yeah.
He's nasty. He's nasty.
He is nasty.
Nasty, nasty, nasty.
So I do have a story with an update, but I don't know if I should, like, should I just go ahead and read the update here and I can just link the other one?
Yeah.
Okay. It's the one I did with Miranda. Did you watch that one?
Oh, I haven't yet.
Okay, so this is an update for an episode I did with my sister-in-law, Miranda. And I will link the video. So if you guys want to watch the original story and then come back for the update. But essentially is the title is Am I the asshole for cutting off my sister financially after finding out her unemployed boyfriend is benefiting from my money? So the brother, I'll give a brief synopsis. The brother was covering all of his sister's like bills and rent, and because she worked like part time as a cashier, she didn't make a lot of money. And then she paid for like her groceries and stuff. And then her boyfriend moved in. He's unemployed, and her sister started asking for like more money for other things. And come to find out, it was like her boyfriend.
Why would you let an unemployed person move in with you?
Yeah, but the extra money was for her and her boyfriend to go out.
I know, that's why I'm like, that's so
And then
fucked up.
her brother found out and then cut it down to where he would only be covering her rent. And she would
Even then,
have
I
to.
would be paying
Yeah,
anything.
I mean, I was surprised that he cut it down to that, but yeah. But so this is an update 2 months later. I don't know if anyone still cares, but it's been almost 2 months since my first post, and I thought I would give an update after recent developments because a couple of people have been asking me about it. Following my post and your comments, I have decided to follow through with my decision to stop paying half the rent for my sister as well as half the utilities. It was a terrible feeling, honestly, and I felt like I was failing the promise I had made to her to always be there for her after our parents' death. I tried texting her a couple times to check on her, but her answers were always very cold and passive about just how happy she was with her homosexual boyfriend. Thanks, Red. I resorted to getting updates from her friend, the one who told me about Jake, until my sister found out and crashed out on her and called her a traitor. Apparently, Jake convinced her to cut off her friend for being toxic, and she did. She called me and told me to stop trying to meddle in her life, and since I refused to help her anymore, I decided to give her the space that she wanted, and I didn't hear anything from her over the last 3 weeks or so. But a week ago, her friend called me and told my sister was at her place and she needed me. She gave me a random she gave me a rundown of what had happened. My sister and Jake broke up weeks after the arguments over Jake's spending habits and the fact that he was still didn't have a job. She found out that he'd lied about applying for a few jobs and confronted him about it. During their fight, he shoved her to the ground. I would like to say that this is the point that she came back to her senses, but that's not what happened. She allowed him to sweet talk her and guilt trip her until she returned from work to find him trying to sneak another woman out of their apartment. When she confronted him, he got aggressive towards her again, and she finally told him to get out. Jake refused because he apparently has occupant rights and after having lived there for 7 months. So she left and went to her friend's place, which was when she told her everything. I drove over there immediately. My sister could barely look at me because she was ashamed. She kept apologizing for not realizing I was only trying to protect her and told her to stop. She brought up how Jake wouldn't leave, and I told her that we would file a restraining order against him for assault. She didn't want to do it at first, but we managed to convince her that was the fastest way to get him out of the apartment. We went and had the order filed the next day, and we were granted a temporary protective order. Thankfully, Jake didn't try to put up a fight after it was served to him, though I suppose that he didn't have a choice. It's been a calm few days, and we've since had a conversation about what comes next. She's going to find a smaller place with a roommate, which costs her less than her current apartment, and I'm not going to subsidize her monthly anymore, but I'm not abandoning her either. I'll help her out if it's something that she's genuinely having difficult handling herself, but she has to try to live within her means. I don't think she was happy about it, but she accepted it. I also mentioned that if she would like to go back to school and better her job prospects, I would help her out. And she says that she'll consider. Sorry for the long post, but writing this was very therapeutic for me, and thanks for all the advice on the first post. Hopefully, my sister has matured a bit more from her experiences.
Oh my
Um, yeah, I mean, like I said in the first one, he's a good big brother. He still came through when she needed him. And I think when it comes to siblings like that, you just kind of have to let them go through it for them to like really get it. Um, like I said, I had a family member that was in an abusive situation, and the more I tried to fight with her about it and reason with her that this person was not good for her, the more that it pushed us apart. So like sometimes, like he said, he just like had to let them have space for it to take its course. Luckily, it didn't seem like it got too bad to where he was like, I mean, any amount of violence is bad, but he wasn't, she wasn't like uh severely beating or anything like that. So luckily, it didn't get to that point, even though it's sad that she got into that he was pushing on her, because obviously that's going to affect any relationship she goes through moving forward. But at least she knows that she can count on you.
Yeah.
And I think it's good that you're sticking to your guns about not financially covering her, because the actions have consequences. I feel like she probably would expect you to automatically go back into your routine of you like covering her full rent and utilities. So
Yeah,
mm,
that's a crazy story. I mean, there's nothing more than like just. I feel like you may already have the audacity as it is, but
mhm.
there's nothing more. There's no man that has more audacity than a broke one, an unemployed
And the
one,
fact that he was like living there,
for free, and then
eh,
bringing bitches in there. Oh, you see,
yeah.
I would
But
have
good
been the
on
one
her for
getting married.
saying something about it, because she was just
Yeah,
like, and luckily it only took her 2 times to go through it for her to be done with it. Usually it takes a lot longer to leave an abusive relationship.
isn't it? Isn't it like
Seven
most times
times.
that was like 6 or 7 times like it
Mm-hmm.
like attempts
Mm-hmm.
and before they can
Takes
actually
7 attempts statistically to leave an abusive relationship. So
yeah, and so good for her for leaving as soon as
mm-hmm.
she did. It just sucks that it got to that point.
Yeah, yeah.
But I do agree. Her brother is a really good big brother. Like,
Mm-hmm.
sadly, not a lot of people would be that way, or like not a lot of siblings would be that way.
Yeah, he's still trying to help her out. He
Yeah,
said like if she absolutely needed it, he would help cover
yeah.
some extra things, and he would help cover her school expenses. So if I
And
was her, I
school's
would,
not cheap, so
yeah, I would take him up on that, because you don't want to be working like dead end jobs,
yeah,
even if it's like a trade school, like to where you don't have to go to like college the whole time. But
yeah,
hopefully things work out and their relationship continues to get better. I'm glad that he left and that restraining order, and hopefully she doesn't go back.
yeah. I hope not. I really hope not.
But that was the update. Yeah, at least they're back in each other's lives. I mean,
Mhm.
it's kind of a sad update.
Yeah, but I feel like it was a good update in the sense that at least they're
Talking
like, yeah.
again, yeah. So this is from Love Best Friend, or I Love Best Friend. I'm in love with my straight best friend.
Um,
Time to turn a hoe out.
Period.
um, this is my first ever post on here, and please tell me if I do anything wrong. Warning, this is a long and complicated and hard to follow, so if you're up for the challenge, please try to help me. Okay, guys. I really just need other people to know about this because I am losing my mind. I'm just going to start from the way beginning. I, 18 female, am in love with my best friend Clara, 18 female, but I know this won't end up well. I met her in 7th grade, 2020, and ever since I met her, she was the first girl I ever knew I liked. She genuinely opened my eyes to the fact that I'm a lesbian, and she actually confessed to having a crush on me as well, but since we were 13, nothing came of it. We stopped being friends after 8th grade because we went to different high schools, but reconnected in middle school in the middle of sophomore year and started going to the gym together. But I was in a relationship, and so was she. Pretty quickly after we met, me and my girlfriend broke up, and me and Clara had a sleepover. We were drinking, and we actually ended up hooking up. The whole night was actually like magical, and we held each other, and she told me that I was so pretty and all the lovely aftercare stuff. She was still in her relationship, and I'm aware that it was bad. Please don't hang me for the fact that she had a boyfriend. But the next day, she rushed out of my house and said to forget about it. We had a huge falling out because it was so awkward. We reconnected again and at the beginning of our senior year and became even closer than we were before. We hooked up again pretty soon after. we hooked up
She's
again,
not straight, babe.
right? we hooked up again pretty soon after, but we were both completely trashed and way drunker than we were the first time, and actually didn't talk about it for a few months. 6 months and multiple innocent sleepovers later, we were drinking again. I'm not an alcoholic, I'm just a senior in high school. But this time we waited and we were both pretty sober when she asked to kiss me and I said yes. All we did was kiss, but she confessed that she had a crush on me and she thinks of me all the time. We had this long conversation and cuddled and just admitted so many things about each other. She was crying at one point and I literally held her while she cried. We said that we both wish more could become of us and we admitted that we both each other's first woman love woman crush. We said that we wish that we could flirt more and literally so many confessions. This whole time that she has had a boyfriend, unfortunately, it's been 2 days since the last time, and again, no word of it. Guys, I'm losing my mind, and this has been the number one girl for 6 years. I feel like I'm such an idiot for thinking anything would change. We've texted once or twice, and it's been random. Shit, that's awkward. Please, please, please help. I'm so lost.
She's not straight, babe.
Yeah.
6 year situation.
She hasn't come to terms with her sexuality.
Just give her time, but it'll happen,
Yeah,
and
I feel like
you guys will be together. There's no
at
way.
minimum she's bi, and she hasn't. It's probably hard for her to grasp the fact that she likes women too.
Especially when she has a boyfriend. I'm sure it makes it
Yeah,
harder too.
I remember a time in high school. I had a boyfriend basically all through high school, but there was a couple girls that I kissed in the hallways, and I too was not coming to terms with
I
things.
just like kissing girls. That's it. I just like
Katy,
making out.
it was the years. It was the 2010s, and Katy Perry's "I Kissed a Girl and I Like It" just came out, and I was just like, that was my excuse. I'm like, it's Katy Perry, guys.
I'm just doing what the song says.
She said it's okay to kiss girls.
Even if I have a boyfriend.
Let's get our cherry lip balms on and kiss. But yeah, she's probably confused and doesn't know like how to accept that. She probably likes both of you guys, her boyfriend and you.
Yeah.
There's obviously something there because it's been multiple hookups. Like it's not just a one. If it was a one-time thing, then I'm like, maybe, but
Yeah. Like maybe she kind of realized like, yeah, I don't like girls. But I'm
yeah.
like multiple times and then you guys confessing to each other that you guys like each
And
other.
she's like, "You're so pretty," while holding her hand. She's gay.
Gay as fuck.
That's a gay.
Yeah.
Lesbians.
Y'all just need to get together. Just kiss and make up.
Just
Just dump your boyfriend. Her.
how about you
dump
just
your
kiss her and be
boyfriend.
like, "You're my bitch now."
Yeah, just say that. Just be like, break up with your boyfriend and be with me instead.
Yeah.
Problem solved. You see, we're right all the time.
We're right all the time. She's gay. I was kind of hoping that this was a boy and boy situation, but this is okay too.
Yeah.
Top comment says, I think they both feel something real, but I also think that she's not ready to deal with it. Sometimes loving someone isn't enough. It's that person isn't prepared to face what they feel. You're not an idiot for having hope, but also don't have to stick around waiting for someone to decide whether or not they like you.
I agree. I agree.
Next comment says, your best friend is either discovering she's bi or playing you hard. Either way, I'd go for it. She's clearly tempted by you, and you're also great friends. You're young. Your friendship has already survived the first romantic connection, breakup, and reconnection. Might as well see where it takes you. Brace yourself for an adventure. It might be wonderful. It might be heartbreak. It could be both, or a long term cycle of whirlwind romance and breakups. Or it could peter out and you guys still be good friends. You won't know until you try. She's game and she's happily engaged in physical stuff with you more than once. She's definitely not 100% straight, so why angst about it?
I agree. Just go for it. I would say go for it. And I mean, it doesn't hurt. Like, either something happens or it doesn't. But at least you tried.
And OP does not have a comment. I mean, I have a update. So I'm gonna follow the post and hopefully we get let us know, Queen.
I
I
hope
mean,
so.
you guys are in high school.
Yeah, I feel like it's
I'd
just
love
like
to see where this goes.
Yeah, because I'm like, I feel like whenever you're in high school, you don't know who you are. Like, I'm
Yeah.
literally my freshman in college and I don't know who I am still. Like,
But you came out pretty young.
Yeah.
I think you realized pretty young,
yeah,
like
I definitely did. I think
yeah,
yeah,
I think
it's
I
something
always knew, but it wasn't okay for. I mean, it was not okay with you either, but I think it was a little bit harder for me because I wouldn't have had someone support me, if that makes sense. Like, not to say that it was easier for you, but like obviously, like I was there to support you. Like for me, there was nobody that was gonna support me because I kind of teased it to Crystal, and she was like disgusted.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I wouldn't have had anybody in my family that would have supported. Like obviously I had like gay friends and stuff.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I'm like I mean more like I think that it'll like throughout like she's still like so young, like I think that she's still figuring herself out and like I think that eventually she will come to terms with it.
yeah, regardless,
And
it's scary at
yeah.
any age to accept that you're not living the standard
Yeah.
like heterosexual relationship type love, but she obviously likes it because it was more than one time.
Yep. I mean, she has a whole man.
She's
and
coming
she's
back
still
for
coming back to you.
seconds. I would be
Don't
like,
support cheating, but
yeah, I mean, it's different because
yeah, it's okay. We're actually evil. No, but it's love.
it's gay love. Gay love wins.
Period.
But yeah, obviously she's wrong for cheating unless her boyfriend's okay with it. But seems like he probably doesn't know. But
I wouldn't tell him.
huh?
I said I wouldn't tell him.
I don't know, but I think she, like we said, like we all said, she's still coming to terms with her sexuality. So just, I would say, like either go for it and kind of help her come to terms with it, or you can wait, but it's just like,
Yeah.
why put yourself through that?
I
You
think
know?
that if like you could put yourself out there, or if it's something that like is like, cause like you said, like you've like been dealing with this for 6 years and like that on and off, that like not really sure, and that's a long time, and you're still young. Like there's still like other options for you, and there's like you don't have to put your life on hold or put your love life on hold for someone that
Yeah.
isn't sure of you like you are of them. And I'm not saying it in a mean way, but it might take her a long time, or she might never come to terms with it, and it's not fair to yourself to hold yourself back or to be stuck on that situation, that person.
Yeah. Honestly, if it was me, I would go for it. If
Yeah.
if 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 you're comfortable with your sexuality and you're out as a lesbian,
Why not?
shoot your shot. I mean, y'all have already like had times where it's like where y'all haven't talked, so it wouldn't. I mean, obviously it would hurt your feelings. It would be a big deal, but I feel like it's worth it to take a chance.
Yeah, because that
Rather
way at
than being
least,
in a friendship that you're in love with that person.
yeah. And
Yeah,
plus, like at least you won't have any regrets, because like
yeah,
you'll do it. Hmm.
yeah. Okay, so this will be our last one. Am I the jerk for breaking up with my girlfriend because she's too successful for me?
Just say you're a loser. Thank you for leaving her.
I mean, honestly, good on you for leaving and knowing
Good for you, because you know what? Now she'll
that
find
you
someone
can't
better.
handle a boss bitch.
Right. He can't handle a baddie, and you know what? That's fine. She'll find someone that can.
Yeah.
So,
So I, 26 male, just ended things with my girlfriend Elena, 25 female, after 3 years. I feel like a complete jerk. And my friends are split on whether I'm being noble or just incredibly insecure. Elena is amazing. That's the problem. She's one of those people who just wins at life without even trying. She finished her master's a year early, got a high six-figure job offer straight out of school, and she's already talking about buying a condo. She wakes up at 5 a.m. to run. She's part of three different charity boards, and she still finds the time to be a perfect partner. I, on the other hand, am fine. I work a 9 to 5 in insurance. I like my job, but I'm not climbing the ladder. I like playing video games on the weekends and grabbing a beer with my buddies. Lately, I felt like I'm just a weight tied to her ankle. When she talks about moving to London or NYC for a career, she's always talking about we. But I don't know, I'd just be following her around like a lost dog. I can't contribute to a 5K a month mortgage, and I can't keep up with the social circles that she's starting to move in. At her company gala last month, I felt like a total fraud sitting there while everyone talked about venture capital. The breaking point was when she got offered a massive promotion that requires her to travel 50% of the time. She was hesitant to take it because she was worried about us and how I'd be feeling alone so much. I realized right then that she was literally shrinking her life to fit into mine. I sat her down last night and told her that we should break up. I told her that she's a Ferrari and I'm a Honda Civic, and she needs to be with someone who can keep up with her pace, not someone who makes her feel guilty for succeeding. She was devastated and cried, and she said that she doesn't care about the money or status and that she wants to be with me. She told me that I'm being insulting by deciding what's best for her instead of letting her choose. She thinks that I'm just insecure and man-childing out because she makes more than me. I moved my stuff out this morning. I love her, but I feel like if we stay together in 5 years, she'll look at me and realize that she sacrificed her best years and her biggest opportunities for a guy who just wanted to stay home and order pizza. My sister called me an idiot and said I dumped a queen because my ego can handle her paycheck. My best friend says that I did the right thing by setting her free. Am I the asshole? Am I protecting her future? Or am I just being insecure with an achiever?
now I feel bad, because I'm like, look,
I'm
it's
kind of
like,
in
because
between.
I'm like, yes, it's her choice, but like I
Hmm.
feel like he did kind of take that away from her in a way, because she said
Hmm.
herself like she doesn't care about the money, about the job, like
But
she
I feel
wants to be
like
with
it's a
him.
good balance
But
because a lot of successful people, whether that's a man or a woman, have a partner that is like not as successful but help them stay down to earth,
hmm,
if that makes sense.
yeah, but I do think that like for him, like that's how much he loves her, that he doesn't want her
Hmm.
to like regret being with him and like holding herself back for him, like because he knows that like she has so much potential, she has so much that she's achieving and that she could achieve and that she
Hmm.
will achieve, and he doesn't want to hold her back, and that's how
Hmm.
greatly he loves her, that he is
Yeah, I
willing
mean,
to
I
step
agree
out.
it's a great sacrifice on his behalf, but it's also like very undermining to her feelings because she
Yeah.
might, like, she obviously feels very in love with him.
Hmm.
But if that was like me, I would tell her, like, oh, don't worry about like me feeling alone. Like, I want you to accomplish all your goals. If it means you traveling, like, I can travel with you. Like,
Yeah.
like, hey, if she's making enough,
Why can't she cook?
Yeah, like I mean, men do it all the time, support women's lifestyle. So like, if she's making enough for both of you to where like you could just kind of travel and maybe pursue something like online if you do want to work and you want to bring income, like maybe find something that's remote so that you can be open to traveling with her. And like, since she's the one who has like how do you say? Oh, I don't know how to say this, but like she's the one who has like the higher end job. Like, if that's not something that you want to pursue, then that's like okay too. Like, like I'm a creative person, but Tavita is not. So like he's not trying to match my field. He's like trying to do something that he likes in his own field, and that should be how the boyfriend is. Like, find something that he's passionate about and see if they can merge those two lifestyles rather than making that decision for her. But I mean, he could talk with her about the insecurities and they can come to a decision together, but making that decision for her and be like, okay, we should break up because you're too good for me, essentially.
Yeah, I think that was unfair of him. Like, I think that he meant it in a good way, but I think that it should have been a conversation where he brought it up and felt and like expressed how he felt.
Yeah,
And
because
then
I mean,
gave
he
her the
is being
chance.
insecure, but that's okay. But the not okay part of it is making the decision for her.
Yeah, whenever she herself said that wasn't the decision that she wanted.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like once like she expressed that like that's not what I want, I feel like that's when he could have like been like, okay, like, well, this is how I'm feeling and I feel insecure about this, and then like gave her the room to be able to help and like
Yeah.
express how she's feeling as well, so they could be open and honest with each other and maybe come up with a plan that would work for the both of them.
Yeah, and she could have reassured him, like, no, like, I feel I'm happy and, like, I didn't want to travel anyway, or she might not have want to travel.
You never know.
So a conversation definitely needs to be had before you broke up with her. So I do think that's your insecurities getting the best of you, and it's okay to feel insecure when you are in a relationship like that. When society tells you that the man needs to be the breadwinner, you can still be the man in a relationship and not make the most amount of money. Like, being a man in a relationship is not about you paying for everything. It's about like you being that male role that she needs as far as like being protected, providing in other senses of like providing like a safe space, and I guess that goes with protecting, but I do understand the perspective of a man feeling like he needs to be the provider financially, but there's so many other ways to be a provider without the financial aspect of it. So I do think that is where like your insecurities are taking over and feeling like money is probably your way of providing.
Yeah, and I mean like, but like she already makes so much. Like I'm sure she's not like I need someone to like make more money than me to provide for me. Maybe she just wants someone like
Yeah,
you
that's what
said
I'm
for at
saying.
home.
Yeah.
Yeah, like to be at home and like take care of things at home, so she doesn't have to worry about that when she gets there. Like there, like how
Yeah.
you said, like literally what you said. Like there's other ways that he can provide for her other than
Stability,
yeah.
comfort, love, like a calming presence. Because most of the time, the man is like the chill one.
Yeah.
Like, so, yeah, I do think you are wrong for making that decision for you, but also I can see, like Ruth said, like how you meant it in a good way. So like that's why I was like I'm in between. Like
Was there an update on it or no?
there's so I'll read the top comments and I'll go and check if there's an update. Top comment says, "Yeah, you're the jerk. You need to handle your own feelings of inadequacy. Inadequacy. I don't know how to say that word.
I
You need to
think
handle your own
inadequacy is
feeling
fine.
inadequacy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It sounds wrong. Inadequacy. And
I really thought you said it right when you said inadequacy. I was like, I think so. I don't.
you
It's
handle
okay.
that's it's such a weird word because it sounds like a baby word, like inadequacy, wasi, like you handle your own feelings of inadequacy, but dumping her because of it was weak and an easy out. She may be with a Honda Civic. Two Ferraris may not be a good pairing. Instead of working through it or handling your issues, a couple of your own issues, you jumped. She told me that I'm being insulting by deciding what's best for her and letting her choose. She thinks that I'm just insecure and man-childing, and she makes more than me. She's right. So So everybody's agreeing, saying that he is the jerk. Let me go back.
Yeah, I feel like he's not the jerk for feeling insecure, and not the jerk for wanting her to. He's not the jerk for his feelings and for not wanting to hold her back, but he is the jerk for choosing the decision for her that she doesn't want for herself.
Hmm. So there's no updates, but he is like commenting on other people's posts. And this is only 3 days old, so hopefully we get an update. There's no comment on this post, however. But everybody's saying that he's stupid and that he needs to go to therapy, which I agree. And hopefully they're able to work it out because if she's,
They could.
I feel like if she's with him, like she obviously wants to be with you because she loves you, you know?
Yeah. I feel like this is something that's workable. I don't think he was something
Yeah.
that's like horrible. I think that he was just.
I think his heart was in the right place, but the execution was lacking, as it is for most men.
Yeah. Literally. I think that this is something that they could both work past.
Yeah, I think so too. I think they can come back and have a good conversation about it. She said something that was probably out of like hurt and anger, and you need to come to terms with the fact that like it's okay to be with a woman that makes more than you, and you're not seeing yourself as like a ankle weight, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
Especially if she's not making you feel that way. Like, it'd be different if she was like, oh, like, you're literally, like, holding me back. Like, I hate you for this. Or, like, I want someone better. Like, like, if she was saying stuff like that, then I could see it, But it's like, she's not making you feel this way. Like, you're just getting in your own head about it.
yeah,
Which I get. But.
yeah, I think. Yeah, y'all just need to have more conversations. If you still want to be with her, which it seems like you do.
Yeah.
And you better lock it down.
They
She's
both
making
would
good
be
money.
They both would be together. Quit playing.
Yeah, and
Quit
she's
playing.
making good money. You better go be a stay-at-home
Literally.
boyfriend.
You better be cooking, clean, all that.
And who know, you like playing games? Maybe you can start a little gaming channel.
Yeah, that's
Get
true.
some
Like,
money on the
yeah.
side. People love watching people play games. So yeah, it's workable. It's workable. You guys can get it together.
I think so too.
Okay, well that was our last story.
Okay.
Let us know if you like the Uno reverse.
Yes, that was. I enjoyed it. I hope
Yeah.
everyone else does too.
Ruth obviously needs to catch up on the shows because she doesn't watch them.
I need to finish watching the rest of them. Yes, I do.
She doesn't support her sister. She doesn't like my show, but hopefully you guys like it.
Huh?
I said she doesn't like my show, but hopefully you guys like it. But don't forget to like and subscribe. Turn the notifications on so you know when we're uploading. We do weekly uploads Tuesdays. Lock it in.
Sure.
But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.